in Parshas Korach, after Korach and his 250 followers were literally swallowed up by the earth, Hashem tells Moshe Rabbeinu to go and show the entirety of Klal Yisrael that not only was he chosen, but prove that Aaron was the one who was chosen by Hashem. And Hashem tells him the way that you're going to do this is that you're going to take a staff, the staff of the heads of the tribes. There are going to be 12 staffs, and among those 12 is the staff of Aaron, representing the tribe of Levi. And each staff had the name of a tribe written on it. And all of these staffs were going to be placed in the Ol Moed in front of the Eidos, and we would see what would happen the following day. One of the staffs would end up blossoming and have buds and almonds. And sure enough, it was the staff of Aaron that did so. Rav Dov Arzon asks the following question. He said that Hasidim ask, why did HaKadosh Baruch Hu choose that Aaron's staff ended up budding and blossoming, and instead, why didn't he just do what simply was done back in Mitzrayim with Aaron's staff, to prove Aaron and Moshe were the shlichim, the messengers of Hashem? We remember the story where Hashem told Moshe that to throw down the staff of Aaron, and the staff of the Chartumim, of the Egyptian sorcerers, were also going to be thrown down, and they would turn from a staff to a snake. And then Aaron's staff would then swallow up all of their staffs. So why didn't the same thing happen here? Why didn't Aaron's staff just swallow up all of the staffs of the various other Shvatim, various other tribe staffs? And so he suggests as follows. He says, what we learn from here is that when it comes to machlokas, when it comes to conflict, he says the Eitzah, the solution to conflict, is not by swallowing up the person who is in conflict with us. Rather, what is the solution to conflict? Is by proving that we are correct. And by proving we are correct does not mean that we have to destroy the other person. It doesn't mean that we have to swallow up the other person. It means that we can prove our point, our position, and thereby we can blossom, we can have buds, we can bring forth fruit. And that is exactly what HaKadosh Baruch Hu did to Aaron's staff. It wasn't a matter of knocking someone else down. It wasn't a matter of knocking down all of the other heads of the tribes and devouring their staffs. Instead, it was showing that Aaron's staff had the ability to blossom. May we be zocha that when it comes, unfortunately, there are times when there is machlokes, that we don't try to prove our side is correct by destroying somebody else, by devouring somebody else, but instead, we stick to the facts, we convince or we show proof to show why we are correct, and that way, maybe we'll be able to convince the other side, but certainly we won't make the other side feel that they are being devoured by us or by our opinion, and in doing so, we will hopefully attain shalom. Thank you for listening, and have a good Shabbos.